thought it'd be helpful to show people how I make a lead clip. The main part of a lead clip is a paper clip, a little bit of shrink tube that sits on the line, pliers, your swivel, which would normally be on your line, on the end of your lead core or main line. I'm going to show it with some lead core here, but you do it how you need to do it, and I'll run you through it as I go. Right, now for me, I like a running rig, a rotten bottom running rig. If you want to just drop the lead on the take, you won't need cotton, you won't need a run ring. Let's start at the start. For ease, I'm just going to tie my lead core on because I'm lazy. There you go, just to show how lazy I am today. The lead's still in there, so it's not a very compact knot. Sorry about the background noise. That's I'm next to a public walkway, so lots and lots of noise from lots of Egypts. Right, because I'm feeling particularly lazy today, I haven't bothered splicing this on. All I've done is basically just tied it on. That's lead core onto the swivel, obviously at the rig end. If you're looking to drop the lead straight off on a take, you don't need to do this bit, but I'm putting a run ring onto the lead core, like so, little stainless steel ring, and then on with the shrink tube. Probably don't need this bigger piece of shrink tube actually. Let's chop that down a bit. That's better. So that's on your line as well. Okay. Obviously this end, loose end, now would normally get tied to your main line. So I'm just looking up, so I've just got a fish jump over my baited area. Go on fishy fishy, have it. Ain't gonna have it. But there you go, it's worth trying. Got to egg them on. Right. Next thing we need is the lead clip. This is all important. How we do this, you've got to have the right bends in it. First thing we do, I'm using yellow here simply because it stands out well for the photography part of it, though to be honest with you, I'm really not concerned what colour I use, but yellow stands out nicely for this part. I've caught carp on yellow paper clips, red paper clips, blue paper clips, black paper clips, white paper clips. I really honestly do not believe it makes the blindest bit of difference. Right, that's roughly straight, that's good enough. Right. Now an approximate half. I'm not particularly worried about how close it is to half. Okay. Now you've got to watch this bit closely. That bit there, turn over the end. Because I'm using a knot, I'm going to make this quite a big bend on this second bend. Yeah. Like so. Now get hold of that end piece again. just bend it down. Okay, now I'll do any straightening I need to do so it's nicely in line. Okay, but that's how I want it. Now I'm going to turn that back on itself a fraction more until the two sides are parallel, like so. So that one and that one are parallel. Okay, now I want a little bend in this, not massive, just a little bend. So I'm just going to ease it around like so. And there you have a tiny little curve going that way. Okay, now because I use running leads, I like using running leads on a rotten bottom. I do tend to spend a lot of time fishing in or near weed beds, snags, things like that. I've got my ever faithful brown cotton. Yeah, and I'm going to pull off a goodly lump of it. And there's my lead, that's handy. Okay, through the end of the lead, pull it nice and level so you've got both ends there. Not too level, don't need it too level. And that one end goes through the ring, if you can get it through the ring. Luckily I'm an old git and can't see the ring, let alone get any cotton through it. Get myself in a right 2 and 8 here. Okay, so it should be just through the ring, back to the lead. Okay. This doesn't need to be long. In fact, alright, fair enough, the longer it is the better it drops off in weed, but the more chance you've got of it becoming an issue with casting. So I like it quite short, like so. Just snip the end off, and that's my running rotten bottom. Okay, sorry, the bloody thing doesn't really want to focus this close. That's better. So there's my running rotten bottom. Okay, right, next stage is fitting it all together, but I need to do something with this shrink tube, so bear with me a second. Now what I'm aiming to do here is steam it slightly more at one end, back end here, than I am at the front end, which is where the lead hangs. Okay, so I'm just going to steam it a little bit there. That's it. I've barely steamed where the lead goes at that end. The idea is to make it smooth on release, which I'll show you now. Right, and we're back. Right, the idea is I've tapered it from this end so that slides off very easily. Yeah. Right, now I'm going to show you how I set up. Obviously I've got my lead running dangly style. Swivel up the right hand end. First of all, put my nice yellow lead clip in the back eye of the swivel. Make sure you don't put it in the front eye, as that will wear on your hook link. I lost a couple of fish a couple of years ago. In 2 weekends I had 2 runs, lost both of them, all because I was using it. This was testing this out at the time, but I was using it in the front eye of the swivel. Make sure it's in the back eye, can't wear on anything. Next thing, because as I say I'm using a running rig, the lead goes onto there, the eye of the lead onto the lead clip. Next, the running ring goes onto the lead clip. If I was just looking to drop it off on the take, I would not have the run ring on there at all. Yeah, this would just sit, the lead would just sit on the clip alone, nothing else attached. And lastly, my little bit of shrink tube gets pulled on, and there you have my lead clip as I would cast it out. Now, the idea behind it is quite simple. Only pull from the swivel end, pushes off the lead clip. Lead clip, after a couple of shakes, will just fall away and come completely off the rig, leaving just a running rig on a rotten bottom. If I do hook up to any weed, that cotton, there's nothing to it. It's gone. Then I'm playing a fish with quite literally that on it. Got my swivel, which you're going to end up with anyway, hopefully. If you lose your swivel, it's a bit late in the day. So you've got your swivel, you've got a little run ring, which again isn't really going to catch any weed, and a little bit of shrink tube. I hope that's all helpful to you guys. Any questions, feel free to post. Just a little addition, just for those that don't want to fish it as a running rig, just want to drop the lead off. All I'm going to do is take the running ring off the back of the lead core, put it there, and show you how I set up if I do want to just drop the lead. First things first, as per usual, lead clip in the back of the eye of the swivel. Again, I've got to tell you, do not put it in the front end of the swivel eye, as it will wear on your hook link, and it's most annoying when you lose a fish through stupidity. Lead straight on the eye of your lead, straight onto the lead clip, and then the tubing pushed down over the whole lot, and there you have it. That's how simple it is to set up. Now I take, in any way, manner or form, a little shake, and everything's gone.